So let's talk about Pottermore. As you can see from my green shirt, it was really hard to find a green shirt, by the way, because I don't own any green stuff. I got sorted into Slytherin. So let's start at the beginning. When I first heard that Pottermore was open to everyone, I was really excited. I went to the site, tried to register, but somehow it didn't really work that well. So the site went down and I didn't know what to do now because I couldn't register again. I tried it for about 20 times, and I'm not exaggerating here. I tried 20 times and it wouldn't let me register again. I was like, oh my god, I'm cursed. I didn't know what to do. I want to go on Pottermore so badly, but it just didn't work. In the end, I somehow managed to register again. And I got my email, I clicked on the link, everything worked perfectly. And I was ready to go on Pottermore and dive into this whole magical world and find out that you need a second registration email. Like, why? Why can't you just do it immediately? Let me be a part of Hogwarts. I stayed up until like 5 in the morning, but I didn't get the mail. So when I saw what it was all about, I was still excited, but I was also a bit confused because I had no idea what I was supposed to do. So, like you said, Charlie, I just clicked around a little bit and was hoping for something to happen, but it really did. And so I clicked around a lot, and then I finally got my wand, which was really exciting because if you read the wand description, it totally fits my personality, which I'm really excited about. So I clicked a little bit more, and I finally got to the sorting hat, and oh my god, I was so freaking nervous. As it turns out, I had reason to be nervous. So I got all those really random questions, not like you said, because you mentioned some really cool ones, like what do you want your friends to remember you for after you've died or stuff. That's a perfectly fine question. Makes you question your morals and values. Perfectly fine. But the questions I got were, would you rather study werewolves, ghosts or trolls? And I was like, I don't really care. Next question was, what are you most fascinated with? The bubbly sea or the statue of a wizard? I was like, yeah, I don't really have a preference. And pretty much every question was like this. And I got sorted into Hufflepuff. Why Hufflepuff? Since I'm a really optimistic person, this was not my first reaction. My first reaction was, right, Hufflepuff. I'm sure Hufflepuff is a really nice house. So I read the welcome letter and it said, yay, Hufflepuff's really loyal and nice and patient. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure I'm nice, loyal and patient. Maybe the sorting hat made some kind of mistake, because I'm really not patient. And even though I look really friendly, I don't think I'm that friendly actually. Let's say I was not particularly happy, but I tried to stay positive. So I had a look at the common room and the Great Hall, and then I saw the house points. And I saw that Hufflepuff was, and probably still is, last. So they are losers, and I just couldn't deal with that. I was like, no, I cannot be in the losing house. That's way too terrible. I cannot do it. So I registered again, and this time everything worked out perfectly. I got my second registration mail immediately. Everything was fine, and I did the sorting again, which I felt a little bit bad about because I felt like cheating, because, you know, J.K. Rowling says, well, the decision is final, blah blah. I was like, I feel like I cheated. But in the end I got sorted into Slytherin, so I guess I'm allowed to cheat a little bit. First I was a bit surprised to be sorted into Slytherin because I was hoping to get into Ravenclaw actually, or Gryffindor, even though I'm not brave enough to be a Gryffindor. So I got sorted into Slytherin, and it was like, yeah, that's a bit strange because I'm not 100% nice. I'd say I'm a bit dark grey, but I don't really have a really evil side or anything. But then I read the welcome letter and read everything it said, and I was like, oh my god, that's so me, it's so cool, it's so fitting, and I'm really happy to be in Slytherin now. And I guess I should probably buy more green stuff. I really like Pottermore, but I honestly don't know what to do because I tried making potions and it's so damn hard. Like, how can a 10-year-old do that? I did the first one, which was fine, but the second one, where you have to use liquid ingredients and you have to lift the bottle and pour it into the cauldron, but it doesn't work because it always, like, you knock it over so easily and it's just so hard. What I still do there is I duel, or at least I try to duel, because it's not that I'm not good, because I've mastered the full body bind spell now, which is probably the most effective, but the problem is that I don't really have any opponents, because when I challenge other houses, my opponents always disappear. Challenge friends, I always have to wait for like a week until they reply, and that's kind of boring. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Pottermore. They're not very different from Charlie's. But yeah, that's just my opinion, and Lizzie, tell us what you think. Bye.